lot of you know I just recently got this brand new 2022 Yamaha MT-07. But you know, I also have my awesome 2019 YZ450FX Custom Supermoto, which is the most fun hooligan motorcycle that I've ever owned. You know, but a lot of you guys that watch my channel, you're like, Cycle Cruiser, I'm torn between getting a Supermoto or getting an MT-07. You know, which should I get, Cycle Cruiser? In this video, I'm going to tell you which bike you should get, and you may be surprised.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
Yeah, I think this is a cool bike, man. But you know what? I love my YZ450FX Custom Supermoto. I'll tell you, I've had that bike the longest pretty much out of all the bikes except for maybe the CBR 1000 RR. But I absolutely, oh my gosh, man. But you know what? I can't ride my YZ450FX Custom Supermoto all the time. I can't use it as a main bike because it requires so much maintenance. I got to do oil changes like every 8 to 10 hours. You know what I'm saying? In hours. It's like every third ride I got to do oil change, you know? And I'm supposed to do a top end, but I'm over 100 hours on my bike and I haven't done a top end, but it still rides awesome. But I'll probably get that done. Why I got this, that's why I got this MT-07 as my main bike and the Supermoto as my dessert bike. No matter what motorcycle you ride, make sure you're wearing the full gear, and I have links to all my awesome gear, like this airbag vest to help keep you safe. I never leave home without it. My ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet that comes with an automatic tint shield, my favorite helmet ever, awesome gauntlet, glove, jacket, boots, pants, all my gear. I include links in the description and comment section of this video. Wait till I get some sounds on this bike, man. This is one of the best sounding motorcycles that you can buy out there, man. But I'll tell you this. I'm telling you, every time I rip the throttle on this thing, it just, in stock form, I'm smiling. I love it. It's just, it's such a thrilling bike off the line. It is such a cool bike, man. For the, out here on the streets doing, urban city riding out here, this is I would say this is the best motorcycle you can buy that you're gonna have the most fun on, best bang for your buck. It's just an amazing bike, man. But I'm gonna tell you this, guys, my Supermoto is an amazing bike, and I've hooted and hollered. I've told you guys Supermoto life is the best life, and I went on and on about that, and it is, guys. I will tell you this, Supermoto is still #1. Don't get it twisted, guys. This MT-07 is an awesome bike, but don't get it twisted. Supermoto life is the best. Why? Because you can do more than just rip the throttle on a Supermoto. Now this thing can wheelie. I haven't really messed around with that yet, but I'll get to it when I get to know this bike better. But with the Supermoto, my YZ450FX, that thing is a wheelie machine. If you want to learn how to wheelie, guys, get you a Supermoto, man. Especially a 450. If you do a 450 build like I did. Now, if you're a new rider, don't do a 450 build. Get a KLX 300 Supermoto. Start on that and then work your way up. You can wheelie on a KLX 300, man. But those things make the best wheelie starter bikes, man, if you want to learn how to wheelie. And not only that, Supermotos you can do so much more with. They're more versatile. You can go ride off-road, you know what I'm saying? You can take it to the track, ride it on the street. It's comfortable, it's got great leg room, and it's just absolutely, it's so great. It's the best to me. To me, it's even better than a dual sport. Really, the way I have my bike set up, it's actually a Supermoto / dual sport, because I have the Shinko 705 tires on there, ADV tires that has a grip and rubber carcass that allows me to go off-road, but yet I can still have fun on the streets and rip it around the corners. I would tell you that if you can afford it, get both bikes, an MT-07 and a Supermoto, and you are set. Get more than one. Get multiple bikes. That's what I want to fill my garage up with bikes again, guys. And you give it the bees. This bike just makes you, ooh, it feels good. This is just a great feeling bike, man. But You know, if you really don't want to mess around off-road, you don't care about doing wheelies, you know, you're not much of a hooligan, and you just like ripping the throttle here and there and just riding on the street mostly, then you'll probably be better suited on just getting the MT-07. Okay, now like I said, if you want to be a hooligan and do all the stuff I do, ride off-road and all that, wheeling every day, get a Supermoto. But like I said, if you can afford it, get both bikes. Because you can pick up an older MT-07 off of like Facebook Marketplace for cheap, man. I mean, you're talking about, you probably could pick one up for like, I don't know though, they're in high demand now, man. I'll tell you that right now. These bikes, MT-07s, are probably the highest selling bike out there, man. These things are, I'm telling you, I called nearly all the states around Ohio, and I looked across the country and called a bunch. I spent a whole day trying to find a new MT-07, and they were all sold out, all of them. They laughed at me when I called. They were like, "Are you kidding me, man? That's like one of the hottest bikes." They said as soon as it comes in, it's sold, or either that or it's pre-ordered. When it comes in, it's already spoken for. They're one of the hottest bikes for a reason, guys, because it is an awesome bike. It is a fantastic bike for what we do out here, crapping around out here on the streets. This is the perfect bike for it. And I love the turning radius on this bike. It's so easy to turn around, man. Much easier than some of the LITHIUM bikes that I've had. And this is a bike, it's so comfortable too, man. But I'll tell you, the Supermoto is very comfortable too. It actually even has a more leg room, so you're even more comfortable on that bike in a completely upright seating position. But a lot of people are intimidated by the height, the seat height of a Supermoto. So I know there's a lot of shorties out there and you're scared. Don't be scared though. I'll tell you, there's a girl that's 5'3" and she rides Supermotos like a boss. She's out here doing wheelie stunts, everything, being a hooligan, having fun. She's 5'3", guys. And you dudes are out here, shorty dudes out here complaining, talking about seat height. And this chick's, you know, she's a boss on a Supermoto. If the seat height bothers you, you're gonna, and you don't want to be a hooligan, like I said, MT-07 is perfect because this has a seat height of 31.7 inches. I mean, this fits pretty much everybody, man, for the most part. So you are going to be just fine. You're gonna have a lot of confidence on this bike. It's a lightweight bike. Gotta be careful. There's a lot of gravel over here, man. So I'm very cautious around the corners over in this area. Don't want to have an effed up day on my new bike, man, messing around on these crappy roads here. So I have to say, guys, is that between the MT-07 and Supermoto is get both. But if you don't want to be a hooligan, and you know, if you want to be a hooligan, the MT-07, this is a hooligan bike for the street too. Don't get me wrong, this thing is wheelies up to 3rd gear. So, but you can't go mess around off-road and beat it up like you can a Supermoto. You could drop the Supermoto a bunch of, you know, you could beat that up and, you know, and drop it here and there, and the bike's gonna be fine. As where this, you don't want to be dropping this bike, man. Woo! But anyways, leave a comment below, guys. So what would you get, a Supermoto or MT-07? Or do you want to be a hooligan or not? Leave a comment. Let's talk about it. But anyways, hit thumbs up. It really helps my channel. Make sure to hit the subscribe button. And make sure to hit that little bell symbol so you get notified when my videos come up. But I release videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I got a ton of videos I'm doing on this. Some build videos. I got the exhaust I'm going to be putting on this bike and flash tuning the bike. This bike's going to be even sicker when I get done with it. So stay tuned.
Check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.